just left the gym. Yeah, my legs are like jello. They're shaking and quivering so bad. That's when you know you had a good workout. I did not go to the gym at all last week due to weather and everything. So this week, I had to do it right. You know what I mean? I had to do it right. I hope all of you mamas out there and grandmamas and aunts and friends who are like mamas, I hope y'all had a great Mother's Day. What is this red spot? Is that red or is it just... No. Okay, it's just the camera making me... Anyway, I had a good Mother's Day. James's mom came over for a little while and we sat out on the back porch. The weather was beautiful. It was a nice breeze and she walked around and looked at all my flowers. So I made her proud, keeping the flowers alive. She was really proud of me and loved everything, and we really connect over the flowers and gardening. We both love it, and she's taught me so much. And anyway, that was a very enjoyable time. Delana came over the other day, but we're having our Mother's Day toward the end of the month. She and I have facials scheduled, and we're just going to spend the day together. And then Cody came over Saturday and spent some time with me and hung out. And of course, Mama had to make him a chicken casserole. I was up at 6:30 cutting up a chicken to make him a chicken casserole, because isn't that what us mamas do? Actually, it was so good, and we actually eat on it like pretty much the whole day. I sent him a bunch home with him, and then we had plenty left over that we kind of ate on it that day. And then I didn't really film anything this weekend. I would think I was going to, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy the weekend. So that's exactly what I did. We did go to Lowe's yesterday and got the little garden shed, got the pavers we're gonna put under it, and we have the frame of it put together. He's still got to do the inside, like the I don't know, it's like a metal bar and all that kind of stuff. He still has to do it. It's a little bit smaller than the one I originally have, but that's okay. I think I'm going to invest in the tall one that kind of matches it, where I can put like my shovels and rakes and different things in it, because this one is too short for them to lay across the shelf. So I'm really thinking about investing in that. Maybe when I get paid, after everything is paid, and I have the money, maybe I can do that. We'll see. But we're just gonna we're starting to kind of work on that side of the yard, and I've got plans for like a flower bed and some plants I'm gonna plant over there, and just kind of start working on that side of the yard. And I'm excited about it. I'm also going to hit the clearance plants, because I basically landscaped the whole, like, if you're looking at my house, the whole left side of my house, which is a beautiful flower bed, with clearance plants, and it just turned out. I have people ask me, did you have this done or did you do it? I'm like, I did it, and all with clearance plants. So yeah. So I'm going to be checking out some clearance plants and start working on the other side of the yard. We've done so much in our yard, but it does take time, and I'm seeing the fruits of our labor. And I love it. So anyway, I'm headed home now. I already stripped my bed and had them sheets washing while I went to the gym, so I'm gonna put them in the dryer and then just make my bed up with them when they get done. And I kind of tidied up the house. I already started like pricing my boot stuff. We made 2 teapot lamps yesterday, so I've got to get the shades and stuff on them. But yeah, just gonna see what we get into today. I did not get to see my mom on Mother's Day because she is now sick. with the crud and stuff. She's been to the doctor. She's got antibiotics, and she had an ear infection. So I have not got to see her yet. My daddy was doing good, took a dive, started doing bad again, but now he's back doing better. So I'm telling you, when he gets something like this, it just almost takes him out every stinking time. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on him. And I mean, I was to the point of, do I need to come get him and take him to the ER, you know? But she says he's doing better, so, and he didn't want to go. These parents we have to raise. Anyway, I'm gonna get home and get me some coffee. I need some coffee. It's so nice out here. Look at all these pretty flowers just blooming like crazy. Got some over there blooming. Fixing to have these lilies blooming. And have those blooming. I've put that other little bucket there. I want to get me a creeping Jenny and put it in a pot and let it come down. But here is, oh, there's Buster doing his business. There's my little garden shed right here. It's quite a bit smaller, but I think it's going to be okay. And then we've got these we're going to put under it. I'm going to plant those roses out here, clean all this mess up. And then I think I'm going to use the bottom of this one, put it here for my garbage cans, just to kind of neaten all that up. And I've got a crepe myrtle tree I'm going to plant over here, my roses, and I'm just going to start a new bed. So things are happening. Just finding time when James can have the time to do it. But isn't that going to be so nice? I'm so excited about it. This fold just smells so good. I just got off of FaceTime with my mama. I called her, I FaceTimed her. Well, first I texted her, sent her pictures of her yellow rose bush and the bud, new bud on it and everything. And then when I saw that she had read it, so I knew she was up, then I FaceTimed her and we walked around my yard and we counted the flowers. If you know, you know. And we just chatted and she's like, it's so good to see your face. I miss my mama so much, y'all. I haven't got to see her yet since she's been home because it's been something. Papa's been sick and now she's sick and she's like, do not come around us. So yeah, haven't been able to see her. Have her a bunch of stuff. I have her Mother's Day stuff, plus I have some other stuff I was giving her that I haven't been able to get to her. So I miss my mama. I mean, here I am, how old am I, 52? And yes, I need my mama. I need my mama. So anyway, we did walk around. I was telling her my ideas for the yard and showing her some of the beautiful daylilies. She loves daylilies too. She was like, if I had every flower I ever planted in my life, I could have a Bellingrath garden. And if you're local to us, Bellingrath Gardens is a beautiful garden in Alabama where they open it up and you can tour it. And oh, it has some of the most beautiful grounds. And that's what she was referring to. I'm like, I know, you and me both. Because look, let me just tell you how shocked I am that we're still living in this house. I'm shocked that we're still here. It has never failed in my whole adult life, no matter where I've been. Anytime I decided, okay, I'm going to plant some flowers and, you know, fix up the yard, I would do it, then I would move. It never fails. Even with James and I, with our little honeymoon cottage that we did, we started a little flower bed. We were starting to work on the yard. I was, you know, decided, okay, I'm gonna plant some flowers. We planted a crepe myrtle tree and did some landscaping, and we moved. It never fails. So when he made my first flower bed, the one off of the back porch, that long one, that was my first flower bed here. And he made it. I said, well, get ready, because now you know what's going to happen. We're going to move. So I think it was it this past weekend or the weekend before? He made the reference to, what happened to you planting flowers and we move? I'm like, I am shocked we are still here, because it has never failed. So undoubtedly, this is where the Lord has us until he decides. He's probably going to wait till I finish the yard and get it exactly like I want it, and then we'll move. Because I don't want to leave all my pretty daylilies. But anyway, it's just like a running joke now. But I've just got my coffee all doctored up. Sheets are in the dryer. So I'm gonna go sit down and drink this, talk to y'all in the comments, and wait for the sheets to dry, and then I'm gonna go make my bed up and do all that. Laundry's caught up pretty much. Got to figure out what I'm cooking for supper. We're at another week where we don't have a meal plan, which I'm very aggravated about, because I have told him all weekend we need to figure out what we're gonna have this week. So I know Thursday is going to be probably pizza night, because I'm getting my hair done that afternoon. So after I do that, I'm not going to want to get home and cook. So, and then Tuesday's booth. So it's got to be something easy on booth day. If you didn't have to take a lunch, it would be much easier to decide, because I could do quick, simple stuff that they're not good for leftovers. But because he takes a lunch, then I have to really like plan and prep what I'm going to cook, so I can cook enough for him to have lunch the next day. So it saves money and it saves him time. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to go sit down and talk to y'all in the comments and drink my coffee. I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. So I got my bed made up, and it reminded me of something I wanted to share with y'all that I did. Maybe it'll give you an idea. So I have these pressed flowers that James had gotten me. Well, let me get where y'all can see them. He had gotten me different times, and I had them in a book. And so I decided to take them out and put them in a frame. And I love it. And I've set them up here where I can I see it when I'm in the bed now, when I'm laying there watching TV or whatever, because I have it up here, right here. And I'm able to see it, and it's not stuck in a book. I still have a couple more that I want to frame, and then the ones he got me yesterday for Mother's Day, I want to get one of those and press it. And I love having that and being able to see it. It just means so much to me. And another thing that I put in my room, I'll flip the camera around and show y'all. I found it the other day. I totally had forgot I had it. And I was like, what was I thinking? And so I've put it in my bedroom. So now I can see it and enjoy it. I'm actually, let me flip the camera around and I'll tell you my ideas for this wall. Shadow box filled with things from my granny. That's her wedding ring. My mama's little ring that her grandmother bought her. A letter from my grandfather, Granny's husband. That's them. Brooch, cameo, a watch, pen, that watch. This one right here is my great aunt's. But I put it here. What I want to do with this wall is I'm looking for a shelf. I want a vintage, like, shelf, open shelves that I can hang here. I can do away with this, and I just want a pretty shelf here to hang, you know, probably like where the top of that picture is to right at the bottom of the light switch, kind of long like that. and not a whole lot wider than this, maybe to like right here width-wise, but I want it in the dark wood. I want it to be vintage. That's what I'm looking for, because I can always move some of those pictures to the other side of the armoire, you know, and keep the special pieces. I've had this up here for years. This is actually a thrift flip where it's actually a shelf turned upside down. And I made it to look rusty. And I like it. But I just, you know, it's been there for years. And I'm just wanting something different. And I can always take even some of those pictures and put them above the door or whatever. I still haven't, y'all gave me some ideas about the piece. I'm still not committed yet. Y'all gave me some great ideas, but I could take some of those pictures and put up there, you know, even on each side of it if I put the piece back up there. But yeah, I'm looking for a shelf here. So keep that in mind, Angie. This is what I'm looking for the shelf for. So I had to run to Walmart because we decided what we were having for dinner, and I needed to get a whole chicken. We're gonna grill and do barbecue chicken. So I had to go get a chicken, and while I was out, I ran to the thrift store, and I've got a couple things to share with y'all. And basically, I think they're pretty much all for the booth. But this, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I got this. It goes over, probably goes over a door, but I was thinking of, I could put it in my closet and hang stuff over it. I don't know. We could even use this for the booth and hang stuff. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it just yet, but I thought it was too handy to leave. Because honestly, this might even work over my door. I don't know if it would work on the door going out into the garage in my laundry room, and I could hang stuff on it like to dry. I don't know, but I got that because I think it's a very handy piece to have. The next piece I got was this beautiful footprints in the sand cross stitch piece. And I am going to put this in the booth. I thought it would go so well with our, like, we have our beachy summer theme. And I know footprints in the sand could be any time of the year. It's beautiful. But I thought with the blue mat and everything, it would just kind of go with the beachy theme. It's gorgeous. I love it. I know how I buy some cross stitch. So I'm going to put this in the booth. And hopefully somebody will find it and give it a beautiful home. It's gorgeous. I picked up this easel. We're always needing easels to put things like this on. And this was such a cool one. Do y'all see the detail on this one? So cool. This one won't be for sale. This will be for us to use. But I just thought it was so cool. Look. Looks like a belt or something. This will be great for some of our Father's Day displays. So I got that for the booth to have just for us to use for displays. And then I picked this up. And you're probably going to think I'm crazy. But it's this, well, I can't even read what it is. Something about Generation and Memories, a record book. And it's basically a book where you can go in there and fill out, you know, different things like, this is all about me, my childhood memories, yada, 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 special grandparents, parents and me. And it's got a place for you to add photos. It's like a scrapbook. But what I got it for, you see the pictures? Y'all know I'm always buying frames. Look at this picture. And it's full of just, look at this basket of apples. It's full of all kinds of pictures. I even love, like, I could even maybe possibly use this as a mat, cut this out, because look, it looks like a quilt. I mean, look at these cute little pictures at the top of the pages. Look at the little teddy bears and the cats. Look at this home. Let's see, there was some other ones. Look at the little watering can. The look, is that an out? No, birdhouse. So it's just so many cute little pictures like that. Look at the pie up here. And I'm always getting little frames here and there, and I like to put different, look at this one. So, you know, I got it really to use for the pictures. Look at that. Just so cute. And that's why I picked it up. I will use this for the pictures, for little frames here and there that I get and put in the booth. So that is my thrift haul. And now I'm gonna put my groceries away. I just bought a chicken and some eggs. We're gonna have barbecue chicken and potato salad. That'll be a good dinner, something different. We haven't had that in a while. So I'll be cutting the chicken up and we'll put it on the grill. And he's supposed to, if he feels like it, I'm not pressuring him one way or the other. He's gonna finish putting the pieces together in the little building. I don't know if how far we'll get on that. But we're definitely gonna sit out there and grill. It's so beautiful out there. The wind is blowing. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And it's really hard for me to stay inside, but I don't really have anything to do outside. So I might put all this away. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff priced, or the picture price, to take to the booth tomorrow. But I wanna get that little stool and that seat covered in my chair. So we're gonna get to that in just a little bit. So it's not quite time for me to eat yet. Got about an hour and 10 minutes. And then I can eat. But let me go put all this stuff up, and I'm gonna see if this will work on that door in my laundry room. If it does, that would be great. And I could hang stuff over it that I don't want to put in the dryer, and possibly use it as an extra drying rack. So let me go check that out. So it would fit, but the door won't shut, and this door won't shut. So it is obviously not made to shut. So you know what, this would work in my guest room closet, and I could hang stuff off of it as extra storage. Okay, that works. I can hang it here, and like these, I didn't want to fold up and crush them up, put them in a drawer. So I've just put them like this on this, and then I can put some other pieces, like other things. That works. This is just where I have like extra wreaths. This is like boot stuff, fall stuff, and some seasonal stuff. I have a beautiful picture back here. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with it, but yeah, this is how this is organized chaos is what this is. Those pillows will be going in the booth for February. So yeah, organized chaos right here. All right, if any of you professional upholsterers out there are watching, please don't judge, but I took the legs off, then I took the time to get all the staples out and remove this cover off of the little stool. I did this to both the stool and the chair. I only show me recovering the little stool because, I mean, it's kind of repetitive. You just do the same thing. But I'm just getting all the staples out, and then I get down on the floor and take my curtain panel, and I'm just cutting, just kind of measuring it, making sure I have enough to fold over. And then I will cut some off of the end of it as well, because I didn't want too much excess fabric. I did want enough that I could fold it over and have a finished edge. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll just kind of cut that off. And once I get it to the size, I fold it over and I just start stapling it. And then I do try to bunch up the corners neatly, fold them over. And I will put the legs back on. Then I will do the same thing with the chair. I just take the seat out of the chair and cover it and put it back in there. And I love how this turned out. And for $1.99, it was perfect. It's the perfect color, everything about it. And I love how it goes so well with the comforter and everything. So you have to let me know what you think. Just sometimes you just have to be patient. You'll find that perfect piece. But it was very simple, and these legs actually went over this fabric a lot better. The other fabric was kind of bulky. Even cutting off excess, it was still kind of bulky. So I really like this thinner fabric for this particular project with the legs. But it's very easy and simple to do, and I love how it turned out. I have all of this priced. I'm going to sell this picture because I don't have a spot for it anymore. I love it, but I just don't have anywhere for it. So it's a beautiful summer picture. It's a Winberg. And I'm gonna sell it. The footprints. I got my work bag, lamps. I'm gonna go ahead and part with this cute little shade. I think it'll be cute for summer. And that is full down there with books and stuff and other things. But when James gets home, I'll get him to help me load all this into the car. And it's been a productive day. Oh, I did end up putting this little drawer on the wall right here, and I love it. I think I might have to move the truck because he kind of blends in with the wall too much. Maybe if I stood a little plate or something behind it. I don't know. But I love this little drawer, and I've just stuck some things up in there. That might change, but I think it's cute. So now I have kind of like a gallery wall in here of just different pieces. And I like it. Once again, we are loaded down. I do have to go buy some more light bulbs for the lamps, but we're loaded down and ready for tomorrow.